Norway, known for its strong economy and progressive social policies, may seem like a utopian paradise to many. However, what may surprise you is that less than 100 years ago, Norway was considered one of the poorest countries in Europe. Its rugged terrain and harsh climate made it difficult for its population to thrive, and the country relied on agriculture and fishing for survival. Norway was a struggling nation as the Industrial Revolution transformed the UK and continental Europe. Harsh winters made agriculture a challenge, while the country's natural geography posed problems for traveling, education, and information exchange. Reliant in part on the other Scandinavian countries, Norway's economy was in ruins, and famines drove many families to seek a new life in the emerging United States. Between 1820 and 1920, an estimated 800,000 Norwegians embarked on the journey to resettle in the USA and Canada in search of a brighter future. Yet fast forward to today, and Norway is the 9th richest country on Earth by GDP per capita if you exclude micronations. In terms of human development indices of the United Nations, Norway is among the top 3 best countries. Norway's sovereign wealth fund is one of the world's most important investment vehicles. Norwegian citizens enjoy free education, healthcare, pensions as part of one of the world's most comprehensive social welfare systems. Norway is ranked as the world's most democratic nation and consistently scores well in happiness and quality of life surveys. Many countries have tried to do what Norway has done and ended up even more impoverished than before. So, how exactly did Norway become so rich? In the late 1950s, few people believed that there were significant oil and gas deposits to be found on the Norwegian continental shelf. However, the discovery of the Groningen gas field in the Netherlands in 1959 raised the possibility that hydrocarbons could be located under the North Sea. Phillips Petroleum obtained an exploration license and began drilling. After a series of unsuccessful attempts, they decided to drill deeper and made the first significant oil and gas discovery in 1969. The Ekofisk oil field was the first to be discovered and has since produced 3 billion barrels. Other large natural gas reserves were also found. Norway quickly became the world's largest producer of oil and gas per resident, creating thousands of new jobs. This transition shifted the nation from its reliance on fishing to an oil-driven system, injecting billions of dollars into its economy. But things were not perfect. As the oil industry expanded, prices rose. Norway found itself with too much money. Then the 1980s oil price drop saw a recession and economic growth stuttered. Norway hadn't squandered its money, but it definitely needed a better plan. As Norway's oil wealth grew, the government realized the need to manage these resources responsibly for the benefit of future generations. In 1990, the Government Pension Fund was established to ensure the long-term preservation and utilization of the country's oil revenues. The fund was initially known as the Government Petroleum Fund, but its name was changed to the Government Pension Fund Global in 2006 to reflect its broader investment mandate. The GPFG's primary objective is to support the Norwegian welfare state by investing surplus oil revenues in international financial markets. The fund currently has a portfolio value in excess of $1.5 trillion. Today, Norway is the world's 3rd largest exporter of natural gas, supplying between 20 and 25% of the Europe and UK's gas demand. Norway is the 13th largest oil-producing nation in the world. It is the 5th largest oil exporter and the 3rd largest gas exporter. Following the war in Ukraine, which propelled energy prices to new heights, Norway has seen unprecedented oil and gas revenues in recent years. Becoming Europe's largest natural gas supplier in 2022, Norway seized the opportunity amidst reduced deliveries from Russia and escalated its own exports. The country amassed a staggering 1.5 trillion kroner, $140 billion, from oil and gas revenues in 2022. While the oil and gas industry brought immense wealth to Norway, the country was aware that this resource would not last forever. As a result, Norway was hesitant to spend all of its oil revenues and instead wanted to secure its wealth for future generations. So how did Norway leverage this newfound wealth to fuel its economic growth and societal welfare? The fund's investments in domestic companies have not only provided capital, but also stimulated job creation and industrial development in Norway. GPFG's ownership stakes in various sectors, such as renewable energy, technology, and healthcare, have facilitated the growth of these industries, leading to increased employment opportunities and enhanced competitiveness. For instance, the fund's support for renewable energy projects has propelled Norway to become a global leader in clean energy, fostering a sustainable future while creating jobs. Beyond economic growth, Norway used oil revenue to strengthen its societal welfare through the provision of social services and support systems. A generous welfare state was established, offering universal healthcare, education, and social security to all residents. Accessible childcare, parental leave, and affordable housing were made available to support families and promote social inclusion. Additionally, investments were made in cultural institutions, environmental conservation, and public amenities to enhance the quality of life for all Norwegians. Norway's wealth is that of a sprawling middle class, with just a small minority of extremely rich and low-income people. Factory workers live nearly as well as their bosses. Every elementary school has a doctor, a dentist, and a nurse. Up to half the population owns or has ready access to a second home, usually a modest wood-frame cabin in the mountains or along the coasts. Norway's remarkable journey from poverty to prosperity offers valuable lessons for countries around the world. Through prudent management of its natural resources, strategic investments in social welfare, and a commitment to innovation and sustainability, Norway has transformed itself into a model of economic success and social progress. Make sure to let us know your thoughts and don't forget to like today's video. Thanks for watching.